Welcome to the first episode of Artificial Evidence, the show where we unravel the darkest mysteries and dissect the human condition, one chilling story at a time. I'm your host, Owen Carver, and tonight we're venturing into the eerie shadows of northern Michigan to explore a tale of disappearance, dread, and a truth that still eludes us. This is the story of Willow Creek. Imagine a town cradled by miles of dense forest, where every road seems to lead deeper into isolation. That's Willow Creek, a small, unassuming community just outside Houghton. The town's charm lies in its simplicity: weathered clapboard houses, a family-owned diner, and a general store that sells everything from fishing gear to penny candy. But even in a place this serene, there are secrets that the towering pines can't keep forever. On the evening of October 18, 1994, Lily Marston vanished. She was 17, bright-eyed and full of ambition, with dreams of leaving Willow Creek behind to study veterinary medicine. That night, she left her part-time job at Baxter's grocery store around 8:30 p.m., driving her old blue pickup down State Road 41 toward her family's farm. It was a drive she had made countless times before, but this time, she didn't make it home.
When Lily's parents woke the next morning to find her bed untouched, panic set in. By noon, the entire town was mobilized. Search parties combed the forests and fields. Volunteers checked every dirt road and hunting trail. For days they searched, but no trace of Lily or her truck was found. Weeks turned into months. The Marstons posted flyers, held vigils, and pleaded for information, but the silence from the woods was deafening. By Christmas, most people in Willow Creek began to accept the grim reality. Lily was gone, and she wasn't coming back. But the woods weren't finished with their secrets. On January 2, 1995, a hiker exploring an overgrown trail stumbled upon something horrifying: a shallow grave, hidden beneath a tangle of roots and fallen leaves. The body inside was badly decomposed, but the clothing and a silver locket confirmed what everyone feared: it was Lily. The discovery sent shockwaves through the town. The autopsy revealed she had been strangled, her body left in the woods shortly after her disappearance. But there was something else: a pocket knife found buried nearby, its blade rusted and its handle engraved with the initials CW. For Willow Creek, those initials pointed to one man, Caleb Wexler. Caleb was a loner, a logger who lived in a crumbling cabin deep in the woods. He rarely came into town, and when he did, his presence made people uncomfortable. He was quiet, with a piercing gaze and hands calloused from years of hard labor. Locals whispered about him, rumors of temperamental outbursts and erratic behavior. When police questioned Caleb, his answers were evasive. He claimed he didn't know Lily, that he had nothing to do with her death. But during a search of his cabin, officers found a locked trunk under his bed. Inside were photographs, dozens of them, showing Lily in various places: at school, leaving Baxter's, and even in her own yard. The oldest photo was 2 years old. It was enough for an arrest. Caleb's trial was swift. The evidence seemed damning: the photographs, the knife, his proximity to the crime scene. The jury deliberated for just 6 hours before convicting him of first-degree murder. Caleb maintained his innocence until the day he was sentenced to life in prison without parole. For a while, Willow Creek exhaled. The monster, they thought, was behind bars. But the story doesn't end there. In 2001, 6 years after Lily's murder, another young woman went missing. Her name was Abby Strauss, a 19-year-old college student passing through Willow Creek on her way to visit family in Marquette. Like Lily, she was last seen driving near the forest. Like Lily, her body was found months later in a shallow grave. And near her grave, another pocket knife. This one was engraved with the initials DM. The discovery shattered the town's fragile sense of safety. Was it possible that Caleb Wexler had been innocent? Or was Willow Creek haunted by two killers? Investigators reopened Lily's case, examining the evidence with fresh eyes. What they found only deepened the mystery. The photographs in Caleb's cabin, for instance, none of them could be definitively dated. The knife's engraving didn't match any tool Caleb was known to own, and there were inconsistencies in the timeline, gaps that Caleb could never have filled. But by then, it was too late. Caleb Wexler had died in prison 2 years earlier, his protests of innocence silenced forever. Today, the cases of Lily Marston and Abby Strauss remain unsolved. Willow Creek is a different place now, more cautious, more guarded. The forest, once a place of childhood adventure, is now seen as something darker. And sometimes, hikers claim to hear whispers on the wind, faint and mournful, as if the woods themselves are trying to tell a story that no one has yet understood. What do you think? Was Caleb Wexler the villain the town believed him to be? Or was he just another victim of Willow Creek's haunting secrets? Thank you for joining us for the debut episode of Artificial Evidence. Remember, the algorithm knows, but sometimes, even the best data can't untangle the human heart. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.